Welcome to another Coexisting video. This time, as you can see, laundry, because this half of my room is pretty clean and organized, and this half of my room, laundry on the floor, laundry in the basket, laundry on the bed. I don't know, there's dishes and there's too much stuff. I woke up today and I thought, whoa, my room is so unorganized, and then I stepped out of it and I was like, actually it's quite okay. So then you know which side of the room to, start unraveling, start organizing, start tidying up. But it's laundry first, because my laundry is basically empty, or at least my shirts are, and we need more then. And this is like a basic laundry where I have the basic shirts in there and some basic pants and also skinny jeans, which I do not wear anymore, but there is still a lend to somebody for Halloween, for a Halloween costume for our Jonas Brothers Jonas Brothers costume. And from 2008 and 10, and this was where skinny jeans were the thing. So I still have it, but I'm not sure why. I guess memories, and or I still have the space and I don't want to throw it away. This is possibly the main reason why. Also, always when I, talking about how did I, typical podcast opening, how did I get here? How was the night? How did I sleep? New week, get an update. Typical thing is, I always think that I have to fix my sleeping schedule. This is smaller than before. And my sleeping schedule, because something in my brain just tells me that it's healthier to sleep, I don't know, from midnight till 8 or from 10 till 6. I mean, that's a little bit too much maybe, but from midnight till 8 maybe, until from 4 or 5 a.m. until 2 p.m. And I'm somewhere in between that, mostly. Because when we stream late, Streamtember just started, in case you don't know, in case you are a YouTube enjoyer or only YouTube enjoyer. This month, the December will be dedicated to streaming. I'm going to stream an extra day per week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Also thought about uploading YouTube videos from that here, but I don't have the capacity of editing them. And I didn't want to take this here away from you as well. And maybe also away from me, because as you see, I always also have to. When will I do this? When I now edit like a whole nother video, then all my apartment will go to ruin. Because I don't do these things on Monday anymore. Technically, using this also as an excuse to make extra time to make sure the apartment is in a state of, let's say, okay, cleanliness. So you can work in it, because my apartment is also my office, home office at its best, and I do not like to work in like super chaotic spaces, which I guess it's normal, right? But Streamtember started with a special Sunday stream, and we started earlier and we ended it earlier, and I was like, nice, I have some time in the night to like come down, because after the stream there's always like a winding down phase, and then I went to sleep pretty early for my feeling, like 2 in the morning, and my alarm went off at 10, and I thought, that's easy, right? 2 to 10, we're going through the right steps to end up at like 2 to 8. But when the alarm went off, I slept a little bit later, right? Because, I don't know, then you're also consuming social media, and then you scroll on TikTok, and then it's already 3 a.m. But you're like 3 to 10, still okay. 7 hours of sleep should be fine. Then I wake up, and I'm like, half an hour longer would be good. Half an hour longer, feeling no need to, like when you're self-employed, and you can, especially on Mondays where I, have the whole day to work. I'm like, maybe I do not need to. Why should I force myself in the morning to wake up when my body apparently clearly shows me that he's still tired and wants some sleep? But then I sleep 9 to 10 hours, and I'm like, okay, I guess I needed that. I'm rested now, but I also feel very useless that I fucked up my schedule. And again, I don't know why society made a good job at making me feel worse. Like I do the same stuff, right? I work the same hours. No matter which time I start, I just finish later. So the usual work times currently are from 12 till 8, 8 hours of work, break in between, then maybe it goes later, you work later. So no issue with that, but somehow that feels so much worse than working from, for example, 9 to 5. Because our society, circles so heavy around these times, you would think. But then again, when you work from 9 to 5, you can barely go to stores because they all close. Because the people also want to go home. Well, whatever. That's a different story. I have friends who work early, who always have this joke when you say, I woke up early today, and you say any time that is later than theirs, they're going to be like, boy, it's early. I wake up at 2 in the morning and I have to go over 5 mountains to go to my work. Ha ha ha. Peasant. Okay, bro. But I never got it because we work the same hours just on different timings. But yet still, all of this makes you feel like a piece of garbage. Or me, at least. So I think I have to figure that out for myself. What I feel most comfortable with doing, working. And I'm still on the hunt for an earlier wake up. Wake up call, waking up, whatever. There's also been, I've also been Black Fridaying. I usually don't do this in Germany, at least for me, it's not a big thing. It's more like when I wanted to order something anyway, then I take a look at Black Friday in order to get a good deal. Or maybe, Christmas gift deals and stuff like this. But not like, it's Black Friday, I gotta wait the whole year to buy something I need just for it to be Black Friday. So, but this time, I needed something, and I, thought, why always buy, when you always buy things online, why should I do this? Let's go to the store. Yeah, big mistake. Apparently it's not, it's still a bigger thing for other people than it is in my head. And so it took so much time just to buy a few things. The line was insanely long, and I will never do this again. Don't say never, but like, I will not. No. Now I have to entangle this whole situation here. And then I would feel pretty good. I still have like garbage from Black Friday, like the packaging. And I never wanted to throw them away. Because I'm like, okay, what if I have to buy or like send the what is it called? Send the product back. Then I need a packaging to put it into. But I never needed that. And I don't have space anymore to store boxes. I will use the energy from the video today to afterwards just go down and throw the freaking monitor for, I don't know how much it cost. I mean, I know how much it cost, but it was very cheap. This is my second monitor. I think it's like for $70 or something, and I will just throw it away. I don't need it. I will just throw it away. Also, a funny thing happened. My brother said a very good sentence within another. Was it because I told him about the story or within something else? But I think it was because of the story. But he said to me, Finn, I think we, as in him and I, are constantly undervaluing and giving us not enough credit for things we do. Because the story was, I had my car got like a call back of a very important of the airbag, you know. They found out that apparently too much percentage of it can explode in the car accident the wrong way and you die. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's shitty. So I stopped. So I told people to not sit in the front anymore, and got it fixed. But I had to go to the car dealership and not to my usual mechanic who, you know, I bought a used car. I have no new car. My car is 10 years old, maybe even more. 2007, I think. So, you know, way older than 10 years. And it's a little bit of my hobby to have like a car that is like in good shape. I have a little bit of, you know, a little bit of tuning here and there. I think I bought it 2 years ago. Before that, I had also a used car. And so you know that it's not, it looks, I care about it, but it's not something I would drive confidently in the dealership with and be like, hey, here, repair my car, I have the money, you know? But this is how this dealership felt. So I drove in there, not being sure where to go, just park here. When I went inside, it's like this big hall with these fancy cars, and I'm like, okay. Standing there with my backpack and my piece of paper telling me to, you know, bring the car here because they told me I have to bring it. Turns out I don't have to bring it. I just look stupid with like my backpack and this paper in the hall. I'm like, hello, can somebody repair my car? And then there was two areas. There was like the main entrance or the main people who like probably greet you, and then there was like something that was called service, and I was like, okay, I have to go to service. So I stood at service, and nobody helped me, and I was like, okay. And then one guy was like, young man, how can I help you? And this voice sounded like, you are lost. Are you lost, child? Can I help you find the right way to the poor people's area? You know, in over exaggerated. And then I was like, here I have this blah blah blah, and he was like, oh yeah, okay, sit here. I'm gonna prepare for the. And I was like, I'm a normal mechanics normally. I'm like, here's my car. You just throw them the key. Tell what's happening, and then you out of there. But I was sitting there waiting. He's like, hey, can I have something to drink if you want? I was like, oh no, all good. I just want to leave, actually. I thought to myself. And meanwhile, so I actually do something. I do a quote-unquote special laundry where I put all the things that are a little bit more closer to my heart that I really want to really take care of or take care of. And he was preparing for our whatever he was preparing, and all of a sudden he comes to me and he's like, yeah, give me the keys, I'm gonna drive the car around, and then we're gonna take a look at it on the in Germany it's called Hebebühne, on the thingy where you can lift the car. I was like, oh shit, okay, are we gonna look at it? I was like, I'm shy. Okay, my car has a used look. It's a used car. maybe he's gonna feel weird about it, even though all of this doesn't care. But that's what my brother said. We're giving us too little credit, because he then looked at it, and with every minute he looked at it more and more, he was getting nicer and nicer. He was like, "Wow, He was asking me because in Germany, every modification you do to your car has to be somewhat written down, or there's something called TÜV. It's like an institution that checks every car every 2 years, and if you fail, you don't get it, and you're not allowed to drive on the street. And so he was like, do these wheels have TÜV? Or do these wheels have an extra piece of paper so everybody in the police knows you're allowed to use them? And I was like, no. I went out of my way to put them into the papers. And he was like, what? He was like, okay, that's cool. I was like, yeah. And then he looked at my papers and he was like, this in Germany, it's a good thing. If you're not German, I don't think you understand this very well. But in Germany, there's something called car service. So every 2 years, you bring your car to the service, so they check everything. And if you've done this without interruption for the whole lifespan of the car, that's a very good sign to resell the car. It's a very high dedication to do so, because some people obviously don't care. He was like, this is from you? I was like, thinking that my dad probably owns the car. I was like, yeah, this is from me. I bought the car 2-3 years ago, but this is from me. He was like, why? And now that I've seen your car, I can really tell that you are passionate about it and you care about your car. And I was like, yeah, I do. He was like, that's very rare these days. I'm like, yeah, but I think, it's my hobby, so the car has to be in an okay shape, right? In a good shape. All of a sudden he was so friendly, and he was like, yeah. Well then, you wait 2 hours, and then we call you, and you can collect your treasure again. And I was like, he all of a sudden my car is like a treasure, and he was like so happy and friendly, and I was like, this is what my brother said, we give each like we undervalue us, and we give us too little credit. Because I always think, there's someone better, there's somebody who does it better. But I do think some things I do apparently actually are good, are cool things. From 20 minutes of talking and probably only 10 minutes of doing laundry. Well, at least let us put our laundry together into the laundry machine. Don't worry, the white shirt will probably not go in there. I see the comments already. Don't put the black wrap. Sorry, I will not. I just thought of maybe thinking about if I have enough white clothes. I obviously don't. So this one goes back into the laundry. Hep hep. I hope you maybe also did your laundry on the side. It was like looking at you, especially maybe the laundry pile on the chair over there, or on the bed, or on the side. It's not fully super clean now, but it's workable. And I will now start the laundry, throw away the packaging, and then edit this video. And you will see it today as well. So I hope you have an amazing start to your week. And somebody recently told me that these videos I want to have an official confirmation from you guys. Do these videos count as body doubling? That's something I've heard of before, but because of the comments and people who wrote me, I looked into it more. And I will not start to name these videos like this, but then I could at least include it in the tags, so people who would find this helpful can also find it and use it, but only if it counts as that and is helpful. And this is where I need you guys to tell me, because I don't know, I'm here by myself, doing the things by myself, using this camera kind of as a double, but you know what I mean. I'll have an amazing week. Look into the Stream December. Maybe you check out the live stream. Would mean a lot to me, because it will be a lot of cool stuff, a lot of work in December dedicated towards that. And as always, we see each other next time.